going on, people? Welcome back to Nick J. Francis channel once again. Clean sheet, 1-0 at Old Trafford, unbeaten against the Big Six all season. What more can you ask for? Officially 27 wins in the Premier League. That is the most of any Arsenal team in any Premier League season since the beginning of the Premier League era. So we're here. We've made it all the way here. People didn't think that we were going to be competing. People thought we would drop off in Christmas. People celebrated when it came to April. And we did have some shaky moments in the run into this game, but we've got through this game with kind of a bit of a basic, little bit stinky at times, 1-0, but it is what it is. We'll take that away at Manchester United. People are going to talk about the team, Manchester United's team suffering a lot of injuries, and that's true, but that means that there can always be, for me, there's things that you can't really prepare for when you've got players playing out of position, and things that are going to be a little bit unpredictable. You know, the way that we would have prepared for what would normally be a Manchester United team is difficult to prepare for. So for me, just get the 3 points, get out of there and go into the final game of the season looking for a win. That's all we can do. And I think, you know, the defence today, I think was superb, as it has been all season. You know, there was one moment where Raya flapped at the ball a little bit, but I know Ben White struggled with Garnacho a little bit, but the centre-backs in particular, Saliba and Gabriel, really solid. Man of the match performance again from William Saliba. You know, he's doing this week in, week out at the moment. I think Declan Rice was very good as well. Odegaard was good in spells. Thomas Partey, I ask every week, do you want to keep him next season? We've just seen Jorginho extend his contract. Do you want to keep Thomas Partey next season? Do you want to cash in on him? I still think there's moments where he's fantastic and moments when he's a real liability. So it's such a difficult conversation around him at the moment. But people are going to say Arsenal were cowards and Arsenal did this, Arsenal did that. I'm already seeing people say you should have gone for it, you could have won 2, 3, 4-0, etc. Potentially that's true, but then we run the risk of conceding those goals as well. You know, they've got fast, young fullbacks running at Tomiyasu, who's playing out of position, running at Ben White, who is a very good right back, but we know he struggles with that type of profile of player, specifically as most fullbacks do. Why risk it? You know what I mean? We've gone in there, we've gone away from home against Manchester United, still a decent Manchester United team. 1-0 away from home, can't really complain. Do you know what I mean? All eyes are now going to go to the Tottenham v Manchester City game, which is on Tuesday. That is going to be, you know, we'll have to just wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. We can't rely on Tottenham to do us any favours, and City couldn't rely on Manchester United to do them any favours. It's all going to come down to these last couple of games, and it is what it is. Like I say, people didn't expect that we were going to be here. We're still here. We've taken it right down to the wire once again, and the criticism of Arteta, the criticism of Arsenal, I get it. I do understand it totally. For me, I'm never advocating for a change of manager when things are going upwards. You know, last season, we ran it close. We fell apart around March, April time. This season, we run it close. It's going down literally to the last game of the season. Next season, let's see. And next season, to be fair, he does have to deliver a major trophy, 100%. I agree with that. You know, it can't always be we're close, but we're getting in the right direction. And right now, at this point, we're so close where it might come down to one win, it might come down to 1 point, it might come down to even goal difference potentially. We're so close that sacking him now really wouldn't make any sense. He's breaking records, like I say, for the most Premier League wins in a season. You know, while a manager is doing this well, you know, okay, cool. In terms of trophies, he's not doing well, but in terms of on-field performance, he's doing well and getting the most goals scored in the team, getting the best defensive record in the team, doing all these types of things, which I appreciate are not trophies. I get that. I get that the fans want big trophies. I totally understand, but we're at the point now where the team is almost optimal and we have to get some silverware next season. If at the end of next season we're here having the same conversation, then by all means we look for a change to get us someone over the line. But while the manager has got us to this place, I think that he deserves a little bit more time and a little bit more grace in order to try and get the trophies, both for himself and for this team. And, you know, people will say that, again, people say about today, you know, Arsenal didn't really go for it, weren't really brave, etc. It's been a long season. I think that there was some, not fatigue, there was an element that we weren't quite at it. They put free, they had kind of relied on athleticism in the midfield. Their midfield didn't play too much good football the way that our midfield did, but I would say that their midfield was very athletic today. I thought Amrabat was very good. A few misplaced passes here and there, a few clips of him, he got dropped by Odegaard dropping the shoulder and stuff like that, but generally speaking, breaking up the play, he was very good. Kobbie Mainoo breaking up the play, transition play, very good. And Scott McTominay, we know what he's going to do, an engine. So they've got some real engines and real athleticism in that midfield. They don't have someone today. They didn't have Bruno, who's like their Odegaard. They didn't have creativity and stuff like that. But against a team like us, who were just better than them man for man, they didn't really need that. What they needed was athleticism, legs, breaking up the play, not let us get into our rhythm. And actually, I think they did that really well. Kai Havertz with the assist. Overall, not a great game for Kai Havertz. We played a lot of balls in the air to him. We relied on him quite a lot to be winning the balls in the air or winning flick-ons for the wingers, and he didn't do it. If he did win the ball, the flick-on wasn't accurate, or he just wasn't winning the ball in the air at all. A relatively quiet game for him. He dropped back and made some tackles and got stuck in, and he kept going, but this wasn't one of the better Kai Havertz performances that we've seen after seeing him be on quite a good run of form recently. And then Trossard, Trossard is still one of the best returns for goals per minute at our club. This guy is just a goal machine. He's so clutch for us. He scored so many clutch goals. He's continuing that now with another goal against Manchester United. And I just think all eyes are on Everton. All eyes are on Everton. Manchester City, like I say, take on Tottenham on Tuesday. We'll have to see what happens. Even if they can drop points and get a draw there, Everton were one of the teams that sunk our chances in the run-in last season. Let's get some revenge. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. All we can do is focus on our games, try and get revenge. And in terms of Man United, I thought that Ten Hag did the best that he could. To be fair to him, I do think he did the best he could with that team. I think that all the United fans I spoke to before the game were saying we're going to smash them 3-4, 5-0, and I said no, I don't think so. I don't think that we're going to come to their ground and ball out in that way. Of course, I want to see 2, I want to see 3, but I actually predicted we win a 2-1. I thought it might be quite cagey, and in the end, it was a bit of a basketball game. Like I say, the transition play that they relied on and different things like that. That shows today, to me, shows what Ten Hag can do if he's given good athletes. I don't think he's very good at identifying football talent, but he is very good at working with athletes. And when he's got athletic players, that's what he can do. We were a little bit lucky with the goal, to be honest. Casemiro plays Havertz on side, but it doesn't matter. The one time that we got a little bit lucky with that, they made a mistake. We were clinical. We capitalised on that, got the goal, and that's what it is. We've thrown away games from silly mistakes before, and it was their turn today, and this is how it goes. Do you know what I mean? And I do think that on balance, we were the right team to win. I think we deserved the win overall. We were they had spells of having the ball, but not really spells of dominance. I think we had spells of dominating the game. They had spells of breaking up our play and countering, but not really taking control. We saw Declan Rice with a great shot and Onana make a save. Onana made another save off of almost an own goal from Wan-Bissaka. I thought Onana was very good today, to be fair. One of Onana's better games. He's been coming under the up on the headlights, coming into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons recently, but I don't think he was too bad today. So, United fans are going to be frustrated, but to be fair, most of them weren't seeing us win 1-0 before this game. And you know what? This game should serve as a warning for us. So many of our fans getting cocky and arrogant, saying that we should smash this team 3-4, 5-0. And I understand why. I totally get it, but this should be a bit of a humbler for us that we've gone away to Manchester United, and with this injury-stricken team and this depleted team and Casemiro and Evans at centre-back and all the rest of it, we've managed to come out of there for 1-0, and a hard-fought 1-0 as well. So going into this Everton game, although we're going to be at home for it, I don't want to take anything for granted. We've got to be on our A game. Everyone should be really sharp, really meaning it, really wanting it, and I want to see shots. I want to see so many shots and just put it on them. Once we put it on this United team, they couldn't really handle it, and I want to do the same thing against Everton as well, because, like I say, the reality is, this is it. It's a now or never type of moment for us. So, but listen, we got out of there with 1-0, take the 3 points, put it in the bank and run, and all eyes are on Tuesday, hoping that Spurs can do us a favour. Spurs should be playing for our own pride. I don't even want to banter Spurs fans right now, because the more they're going to want to create a dead environment and make their team lose, because I know those players will want to win no matter what. Do you know what I'm saying? Those players are professionals. It's Ange's first season. He's got a point to prove. So, they're going to want to win it. And for us, we just have to focus on what we do and do everything that we can. And hopefully City slip up in some way. But I'm still proud of the team for pushing it this far. Like I say, beginning of the season, no one thought we'd be here. We're here again. We're better than we were last season, and we'll be better again next season. So that's all I've got for right now. Peace.